21 Things President Tinubu has done since he assumed office. Hello everyone. Welcome to Danielxell channel. Please subscribe, like the video, and hit the notification button. 1. Met with the service chiefs and NSA. Security is a crucial need for the country, especially if the economy is to be restored to a level of stability for the citizens. Bearing this in mind, one of the president's first tasks was meeting with the service chiefs and the National Security Advisor. At the meeting, Tinubu tasked security and intelligence agencies in the country with the importance of information and intelligence sharing to obliterate the counterproductivity of resources in the fight against terrorism. 2. Tinubu had a forum with governors of the 36 states. The president also held a forum with governors of the 36 states, and there he made it clear that differences must be shelved aside, noting that everyone must jointly focus on alleviating the sufferings and pains of the people. President Tinubu stated that the nation should be seen as one big family, adding that good governance would safeguard the future of democracy. 3. Appointed Gbajabiamila, Chief of Staff. Appointing former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila as Chief of Staff, was another major move by the president. In a meeting with progressive governors, the president appointed Senator Ibrahim Hassan Hadijia, a former deputy governor of Jigawa State, Deputy Chief of Staff. This move many saw as a very strategic one that sets the tone for what his cabinet will look like and the caliber of persons Tinubu will be working with to set Nigeria back on track. 4. Made Akume SGF Secretary to the Government of the Federation. In a similar fashion, the president appointed Senator George Akume to serve as Secretary to the Government of the Federation. Speaking on this development, the president said Akume will serve the nation tremendously in his new capacity as SGF. 5. Charged representatives of major oil marketers. In meeting the challenges of fuel subsidy removal, the president met with representatives of major oil marketers in Nigeria, charging them to work with his government to meet the needs and demands of Nigerians. As a result of this meeting, the Oil Marketers Association announced their intention to donate between 50 to 150-seater mass transit buses to help the masses. 6. Asked Shettima-led NEC to find palliatives for subsidy. Following his meeting with the oil marketers, the president directed the National Economic Council, NEC, led by Vice President Kashim Shettima, to devise an approach and begin the process of working on interventions to mitigate the impact of subsidy removal on Nigerians. The NEC is to come up with palliative measures to aid Nigerians even as the nation transitions. 7. Held a meeting with traditional rulers. Within the period, the president has also met with traditional rulers, and in the course of their dialogue he tasked them with supporting the administration's efforts to ensure lasting peace and unity by promoting responsible behavior and patriotism. He also gave them an assurance that his government will support them as they continue in their role as powerful custodians of the nation's unique cultural values. 8. Selected and got approval for 20 special advisors. In his desire to make the right choices and do that which is best for the Nigerian citizens, the president selected 20 special advisors. The president wrote a request to the Senate, and while he did not mention the identities of the 20 special advisors and their schedule of duties, the Senate approved the request. According to the Senate, the request was an urgent one and needed to be approved to have the president hit the ground running fully. 9. Negotiated with JOHESU. For days, the health workers' union, under the umbrella of the joint health sector unions, JOHESU, had been on strike. However, the body suspended its 12-day-old strike following a meeting with the president. National Vice President of JOHESU, Obinna Ogbonna, told newsmen that the strike was suspended due to the progress made during an engagement with President Bola Tinubu. 10. Reach agreements with NLC. In a similar fashion, the president was able to broker a deal with the Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, causing them to also suspend plans to hold a strike and protests over the subsidy removal issue. According to the authorities, the president was able to reach 7 key agreements with the NLC and other labor unions in a bid to abort the strike. 11. Signed 2023 electricity bill into law. The 2023 Electricity Act, which is expected to demonopolize electricity generation, transmission, and distribution at the national level, was also signed into law by the President within the period under review. In signing the electricity bill into law, Tinubu has now empowered state governments, companies, and individuals to generate, distribute, and transmit electricity. 12. Assented to bill on new retirement age for judicial officers. Similarly, President Tinubu, in exercising the powers vested in him under the 1999 Constitution as amended, assented to a fresh amendment of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He signed into law the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, Fifth Alteration, No. 37, 2023, presented by the outgoing 9th National Assembly. 13. Met with opposition leaders. In staying true to his promise to reach out and accept anyone willing to work with him, President Bola Tinubu met with members of the defunct G5, including Okezie Ikpeazu, Abia, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, Enugu, Samuel Ortom, Benue, Nyesom Wike, Rivers, and current Oyo State Governor, Seyi Makinde. 14. Suspends Emefiele as CBN Governor. In what some have termed his most striking move, the president on Friday suspended Godwin Emefiele as the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, governor. This, according to the presidency, is a sequel to the ongoing investigation of Emefiele's office and the planned reforms in the financial sector of the economy. 15. Tinubu signed the student loan bill into law. President Bola Tinubu on Monday signed into law a bill that provides interest-free education loans for Nigerians willing to acquire tertiary education. The Access to Higher Education Act, 2023, otherwise known as the Students' Loan Act, establishes an education loan fund to help Nigerians fund their higher education, while they pay in installments 2 years after completing their participation in the National Youth Service Corps, NYSC, program. Nigeria to commence disbursement of education loan by September. 16. Jonathan visits Tinubu at State House. The president of recent has been meeting with politicians from different political parties and stakeholders since assuming office on May 29. Former President Goodluck Jonathan on Tuesday met with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the State House, Abuja. 17. Tinubu suspends EFCC chairman. President Bola Tinubu has suspended the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Abdul Rashid Bawa, from office. The indefinite suspension was announced in a terse statement released Wednesday night by the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, SGF. The statement, signed by Willie Bassi, Director of Information at the SGF's office, added that the EFCC boss suspension resulted from weighty allegations of abuse of office leveled against him. 18. Sanusi meets and praises Tinubu on economic reforms. Former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria and past emir of Kano, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, has praised President Bola Tinubu for his economic reforms since his assumption of office. 19. NANS Students Association meets with President Tinubu. A day after signing into law a bill providing interest-free loans to Nigerians willing to acquire tertiary education but unable to afford fees, President Bola Tinubu on Tuesday met with the leadership of various Nigerian student bodies. In a tweet via the president's Twitter handle @officialabat, Mr. Tinubu described the meeting with the student leaders as invigorating, noting that they welcomed the new law and that his administration's proactive approach to the fuel subsidy issue was welcome. 20. President Tinubu retires all service chiefs, advisors, and others. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, has approved the immediate retirement of all service chiefs and the Inspector General of Police, advisors, Comptroller General of Customs from service, as well as their replacements with immediate effect, said a statement by Willie Bassi. 21. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, has approved the immediate dissolution of the governing boards. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, has approved the immediate dissolution of the governing boards of all federal government parastatals, agencies, institutions, and government-owned companies. The dissolution does not, however, affect boards, commissions, and councils listed in the Third Schedule, Part 1, Section 153(I) of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and like my videos.